All right. Okay. So, Dad, let Dave speak. Dave, you were talking about spirituality. Please continue.
I don't say a fucking thing.
Don't worry about him.
Jason. Yeah, look, and for me, this is just my journey, and my discovery, my unfoldment, so to speak. This is what this is about. This is what spirituality is about for me. It's about um, discovering about who we are, who I am, and more about love and becoming more loving. They're the sort of things that, for me, encompass spirituality.
How do you become more loving? Is it part of that holding space like you're talking about?
Well, yeah, that's a result of becoming more loving. So for me, in amongst that time in my life, as I mentioned a number of times, I'd also been, kind of asking more questions, and I think I did a mind training seminar somewhere, and as part of that, I came across a DVD called "The Secrets of the Universe."
Oh, that's helpful.
Oh, this sounds interesting. And basically, what it was,
you sent it to me.
Yeah, basically what it was divine truth teachings is what it's called, and it's about your own connection with God and about your own and what prevents that and what prevents us being more loving. And a lot of that is about our own stuff, about our own crap, about our own
past
shit.
they're holding on to.
Yeah, about our own traumas, like the little T traumas and what happened when we were little and stuff like that.
Being locked into drama central and never getting out of it.
Yeah, but even more than that, to me, it's about the injuries that we pick up, the emotional and psychological injuries, being shut down as a kid. And the typical thing that relates to men is, real men don't cry. That's BS. But and I'm sure you'd probably relate to this, Matt. That
fuck yeah.
Back as a kid, it's like, if you don't stop crying, I'll give you something to cry about. And corporal punishment.
The good old days, before PC crap and wokeism.
Yeah. And it was like, as a sensitive child, a sensitive kid.
Yes. I was one of those too. I'm an only child.
Yeah, Dad, if you get a chance at some point, Dave, listen to maybe some of the earlier episodes with Dad's upbringing, but definitely the fear and the belt and the also the moods. Super sensitive to the moods.
Yeah, yes.
Well, the constraints of the circumstances. I'm older than both of you, and I was born at the end of the war, 1944, and it was a very underprivileged time. Born in the middle of a city, no playgrounds, no nothing. It was sterile, and it forced me further inside myself, and the dysfunctional relationship between my parents, which was the only relationship that I could experience, didn't help either. So I'm with you, Dave. It takes a long time sometimes to know that there's something inside you which is needed healing that you can never access until a particular set of circumstances arose.
Yes, yeah. And look, when I listened to that, when I watched that DVD, it was like I had all of these questions answered. I had more questions answered in a 3-hour presentation than I'd had in 30-odd years of searching. And I could start to see, and I made a comment earlier, about we all have our own answers inside us. And I now see that's the case. And it's like...
you needed that to trigger these
But
answers.
it's how do we find them, which is the issue.
You asked the question.
It's not that they're not there. It's just that no one has given us the tools to work towards them and reveal them.
Yes, yeah. And so as a result of listening to that and coming to sort of see that, it was like I went from having, geez, I got no problems. I got no baggage. to
Sorry.
holy shit.
Yep.
Holy
I can't carry this
shit.
baggage.
I'm with you there, pal.
Oh my gosh. I was like, holy smokes. And I saw.
It's like the blind spot, isn't it? You turn around and it's just all this shit in the corner that you haven't been looking at.
Yeah.
And it's been growing into a mountain which is about to spill itself over the top of you.
Yeah. And look, I started to listen to more of this stuff and talking to God more, which I had always done, but this gave new insights. And I want to stress, I'm not at all religious. And you might have picked up that I haven't been for some time. Like I'd been questioning stuff around the Catholic Church
Look,
for
please,
ages.
you don't need to explain. We all have our different connections with the spiritual.
Yes.
And there are different pathways for each of us that work at times and other times they don't. So
Yeah, I think religiosity and spirituality, it's all pointing to the same thing. It's not the finger that's pointing, but it is the direction that it's pointing towards, which is something greater than oneself.
it's the yearning inside which is
To
pointing.
let go.
And so having been taught, or having been told at least, that that there was much more available in my connection with God and much more available in my connection with myself by tuning into God more, but also dealing with my shit. I started looking at it and I started being more self-reflective.
You're more mindful. You can actually see your own shit and think, oh shit, I'm responsible for some of that.
Kim talked about the shadow self. I think this is part of it, like the bit that just casts behind us.
Yeah, and I started going to some Divine Truth seminars and stuff like that. Over the course of a weekend, it was like there was a whole wall came down. It was like I'd already had some shit, holy smokes moments, but over the course of one weekend, I came to see that my whole life up until that point had been lived and lived out of fear. My entire existence pretty well.
And that's how the politicians control us. They control us through fear.
Yes, but having said that, I agree with that. But our own fear controls us.
Well, which is environmental, right? Like you're not born. I mean, you're born with survival instincts. I got to get fed. I got to, I feel unsafe or I need to be cuddled. But the actual fear of what's around us, the people around us, that's instilled upon us. That's imbued into us.
Yes, that's not a natural thing. I don't believe.
No.
Yeah.
I think it is partly natural.
Well, it's natural for survival.
It's a context.
It can be mitigated.
When you find yourself within a group of your peers, whatever age they are, you suddenly realize that it's a contest. And there are people who want to be supreme and some who agree to
males.
Be supine. And
do you worship the gang leader then, or do you worship?
No. We just have to navigate our way through these things. I have a very.
For me, the question though becomes, like the more questions that the more answers I got, the more questions I had.
The more you realize, the more you learn, the less you know.
So healthy. That's the way it should be.